So try it again. Starting me over right back at the end.
When's the last time you were afraid? I haven't been afraid a day in my life.
The dead don't die, the heart still beats, head held high, I haunt these streets, life still me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. One more round. Still me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Miami Dolphins. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Our first carry for the All-Pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Ready, run!
In motion right, that's Hardman.
Ready!
On the ground with a rookie from Auburn. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
At the Dolphins' 26-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Now he'll tuck this and run. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Hey, go lion, set.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Now Mayfield. And this one quickly to Lamb. The Dolphins at 0-1 of the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very solid gain of 27.
Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from moving out in front. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 42. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. You talk about this Miami defense. They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Definitely going to need to be physical with these receivers, whether that's right at the line of scrimmage, trying to jam them and bump them off their routes, or when the ball arrives and you go ahead and put your shoulder into them and try and knock it loose.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Lions first down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. 20, 5, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Now the Lions will line up to go for 2.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Connects with Kittle underneath. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
Mayfield now from the 50. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Mayfield to throw it. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
180.
Here's Mayfield. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. George Kittle halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Dolphins have cut the lead back down to 2. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. Now he's going to step up and run. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
1st down, Lions.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Go. Set. 380. Go.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Nicole Hardman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are able to widen their advantage. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 8. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Hey, alert 30.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at
Hey,
the 43-yard line.
Mayfield. Left side to Lamb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Lions are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Here now, a 3rd down and 8.
Set.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Run. What?
Mayfield down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
And the Dolphins
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
To throw, Mayfield. Well, it's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Quick throw, Mayfield completes it. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And this brings up a 3rd and goal.
20. What's up?
And again, it's Mayfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. George Kittle with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are back within a couple of the lead. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, it's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. Bring this out to the 30. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 87 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ready.
Herbert now. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First down. Gain of 13 yards. First down, Detroit.
Hands it off out of the gun. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down and 3.
Set. Run.
Again, it's Charbonnet. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
380. Run.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes this a 9-point game. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
first down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Tackled on the play by Miles Murphy.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 132 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he will find his man on the outside. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
At the 27-yard line.
Herbert. Now he's going to step up and run. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Black. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to stretch out their lead. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Let's go.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores.
Dolphins 19. Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Connects with Kittle underneath.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on, you're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Dolphins first down. First and 10.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to Perry. Now 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with career touchdown number 60. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be up to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Herbert. Now he'll tuck this and run. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He finds his man, complete. That's Black. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
This is where you need a quarterback who can see the whole field. They're going to run matching corner routes on each side of the formation. This time, it's the tight end who gets the call, and he brings it in for good yardage and a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get this down only to the 18. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On the give, here's Charbonnet. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
What is it?
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He'll try to do it himself, and it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and that will force a turnover on downs. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
41-yard line.
Mayfield looks to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Lamb. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Mayfield to throw it. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Hey, alert 33. What's that?
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a Dolphins first down.
Here's Mayfield. Touchdown, Dolphins. A.T. Perry, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Dolphins 33.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now. Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality is certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Now it's Herbert. Now he's going to step up and run. He finds his man complete. That's Black. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Here's Herbert. And in for the Lions, touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions get an important score there to extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Jason Myers set to kick
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. What's up?
Mayfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around in defense.
Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jason Myers.
A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my Facebook question.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up... And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Capital. Hey, ram.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll make it second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's second and 3.
OB.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
3rd and 12.
Line.
Play action. It's Herbert. He'll try and do this himself. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Perry. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Mayfield. Into the hands of Perry, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 25.
Mayfield down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, so the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
So this one's over.